And welcome back to another edition of Christopher's Kitchen. From time to time, we'd like to give you some creative ways to spice up your menu at home just a bit. Today is no exception as we take you to Italy for a light summer pasta.
This is a light summer pasta.
With a kick.
With a kick. It's got a little spice to it. We take a zucchini and we cut this in half, and you wanna just cut this as thin as possible, okay? Now you can do it by hand like this, get it real thin, or if you have one of these little gadgets here, it's kind of a mandolin. This is not a true mandolin. This is like a plastic variety of that. You
like
just
a Rodfo peel version.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But these are really nice because they're almost disposable. And just get a nice, really thin, even cut. Now, what you want to do is use some good olive oil. Don't spare any expense on the olive oil. I'm using Secco olive oil. I like that a lot. And I've got about 3 zucchini here. You probably don't need this much, but I'm gonna get that going in there.
Now, Christopher, it looks like a lot of zucchini. How many is this designed to feed?
But I tell you, Mike, this melts all the way down. Okay, we're gonna melt that all the way. Now I've got some of these. You've seen me use these before when I'm cooking Italian. The Italians use something called peperoncini. These are the closest that I can find. This is a Pekin pepper. So we just break those up. I'm just using about 3 of those. Let those get down to the olive oil. Break those up in there. Okay? And you don't want to cook this fast. You want to slow cook it and not get very much color at all. You just want to let these simmer down. Now I'm not adding any salt right now. For salt, I'm going to use the pasta water. Whatever I boil my pasta in, I'm going to reserve some of that water and season it with this. I'm going to actually finish cooking my pasta in this zucchini. So this takes about, if you're doing it right, maybe 15, maybe even 20 minutes to slow cook it down. Now we're ready to do our pasta. Now we've got boiling water here, and you salt this. Now the Italians say that you salt the water enough so that it tastes like the sea. Okay? That's your guideline. Everybody wants to know how much salt to put. So we have good rolling boil. I'm just cooking 1/2 pound a day. Okay? Try to leave these whole. Now I'm using spaghetti because that's the way I learned the dish. I think maybe even a finer pasta is better. Now, Mike, you can see that this zucchini has almost melted away. Remember all that zucchini that we had? Just almost melted away, and that's what we're looking for. Now I'm going to take some fresh basil leaves and tear that in there. Okay? Just add those. You always want to add fresh herbs at the end. It gives maximum flavor. If you cook all of this out, then you'll just lose that flavor and it just turns brown. Now I'm going to take also some of our boiling pasta water that we had. I'm just going to add that to this. Give it a little bit more heat there. Just add a little bit of pasta water. Take our pasta that we drained earlier. We're just going to add that in there. Just going to get that with a good stir in there. And the key to this is just great olive oil. Now this is one of those things you really can't do ahead of time. That pasta should be strained and come right out of there right into this. It should be hot, steaming. And you just mix this up for a little bit. Just make sure it's all incorporated. Make sure the pasta is fully cooked. All right, we've got our zucchini pasta right off the stove there. Now this is just a really great natural. Now you see there's plenty of olive oil in there. I'm not going to add any more. A lot of times I'll finish with some olive oil right on top. Okay, now I'm going to grate a little bit of a Reggiano Parmesan over this. Fresh grated is always best. Try not to buy anything in a carton if you can. I want you to go ahead and taste this, Mike, because
all right.
It's really natural. I mean, you don't, and then remember, there's no garlic in this either.
Right.
Now, I do like garlic, and if you had garlic in there, it wouldn't hurt it. I mean, if you really had to have it, but try it without it. It's nice.
It is very nice.
Isn't that good?
It does have a bit of a kick to it too, and that's
a
little.
I added a little bit too much pepper in this one.
It's okay though, because I like it spicy.
It's early, you can handle it.
And again, if you'd like to access, it is perfect. If you'd like to access this recipe, it is available at kbtx.com. Just click onto the food page and you'll find all of the recipes there that we create here in Christopher's Kitchen. For Christopher Lampo, I'm Mike Wright.